In a chilling turn of events, Spain is finding itself at the center of a geopolitical storm that's growing more turbulent by the day. What began as a strong diplomatic opposition to Russia's war in Ukraine has escalated into a series of alarming developments, not in Ukraine but actually in France. From blackouts crippling the nations to assassination of a former Ukrainian politician on Spanish soil. Then also the network outages like never before. Spain has seen this all in just a span of 1 week. On 21st of May, Madrid woke up to a grim headline. Andriy Portnov, a former Ukrainian politician with a known pro-Russian ties, was gunned down outside a school in the Spanish capital. Now, Portnov is closely associated with ousted Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych, and he has been a long controversial figure. His sudden death has sent shockwaves across Europe, particularly also in Russia. Spanish authorities are investigating the incident as a potentially politically motivated accident, and the echoes of state-backed reprisal killing are hard to ignore. While the Kremlin has remained silent, whispers across the diplomatic corridors suggest that the killing may not have been an isolated act. Could it be a message, a retaliation, or something far more complex simmering beneath the surface? But that's not the only blow to Spain in recent days. Just before the assassination, on 28th of April, massive blackouts swept across Spain and Portugal. And that too in a very shocking and secretive manner. The blackout plunged millions into darkness. Hospitals, factories, transport system and even the nuclear facility was suddenly cut off from the grid. The capital Madrid came to a screeching halt. According to Red Electricia, Spain's national transmission operator, the blackout was triggered by a very strong oscillation in the electrical network. At exactly 12:38 p.m., the Iberian grid was disconnected from the wider European power system at an unprecedented level. The authorities have declined to comment why did this happen. Now, was it a technical glitch or is it something more sinister at play? Well, Spain's cybersecurity forces, including the Joint Cyberspace Command and the National Cryptologic Center, are investigating. Officials are also careful with their words. At the moment, there is nothing that allows us to say about this sabotage, stated Teresa Ribera, the Vice President of the European Commission. But there is no denying that the blackout bears a disturbing resemblance of past cyber attacks attributed to the Russian hacker groups, especially during the 2015 and 2016 grid attacks in Ukraine, linked to the notorious Sandworm group. The blackouts came amid rising threats. Spain's cybersecurity landscape has already been tested due to its support for Ukraine and the vocal criticism of Israel's war in Gaza. As of now, there are no evidence that directly ties Russia to the blackout yet. But the evidence and context feels chillingly familiar. Not just this, few days ago, all of the mobile network of the country went down. Shockingly, yes of course. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has never minced words in recent months. He has called Russia a threat not just to Ukraine but to all of Europe. He has also repeatedly condemned Moscow's actions, demanded withdrawal of the Russian troops, and has urged the European Union to increase the defense spending. For Sanchez, peace cannot be achieved through mere ceasefire that allows Russia to regroup. He insists on a comprehensive peace, one backed by force and unity, and that the conclusion stays a total defeat of Russia. And no, actually then there is more. Spain is also pushing for the use of frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine's defense and reconstruction, calling it a form of advance reparations. The timing of all these events, from Portnov's assassination to blackout, then to also growing cyber tensions and the network going down. This raises a warm question. Is it a Cold War turned warm in the shadows, or is it a proxy conflict playing out in the European streets and servers? Or is it just a simple mere coincidence? For now, Madrid remains on high alert. Investigations continue. While fingers are not yet being officially pointed, the air is thick with suspicion. Behind the diplomatic smiles and cautious statements, something appears to be brewing between Madrid and Moscow. Sanchez and Putin might already know the answer, but will they speak? Until then, Europe watches and waits.